peace and love. Let's get into it.
Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video on Peace Beats with Dan Blackwell. Today we are going to be listening to Dimash Qudaibergen and Nurzhas Sadirbayev. I've never heard Nurzhas before, so I don't know what we're getting into, but let's just jump straight in and see what's going on. Do hit subscribe if you enjoy my reactions. Oh wow. Okay, I just want to say, musically, it's really really beautiful when composers do this, because we have an entire world painted by the orchestra there. It's so large, it's so grand. It's almost like you're brought in. You see this whole city in front of you. That's what it feels like. The scope of it is. And then when that reduces from full orchestral sounds from the brass, the woodwinds, and the strings down to solo piano. It's like you're flying through a city and then you're brought in through a window to one person. You know, it's like, here's the world and here's the story. But it paints that picture. Can you see how it does that musically? To have everything come in and then just to drop down to that. It's so visually stimulating in your mind's eye, I think. Really, really beautiful. Let's hear Nurzhas.
Атарақтан көрке сенем саған жан сырымды шерте жайдың қошақ маған ән арнадым саған тыңдасын деп қалам күлерге атқандан сен тапқан бағымда сен жасық шағымда сен жаным.
It's really lovely when being introduced to a vocalist you haven't heard before and they do a long sustain. You know, a lot of vocalists like to do many kind of vocal runs between melodies and notes, you know, kind of showy, but actually what really shows how sort of pure and smooth a voice is the long legato, where you can just hear that they let a note ring out at the same velocity, sustained, and there's no wavering. You know, the vibrato is totally controlled, and Nurzhas, he has that. He has a really, really nice control in his voice. It's like honey. It's very, very, very smooth. He's got a very rich tone, and already from listening to him, I can tell that his voice is going to pair so perfectly with Dimash. I'm really hoping to hear some harmonizing between the two of them. I don't know if it's going to be a back and forth, or maybe Dimash is just playing piano. I don't know. Can't really make any predictions, but what I can predict, if they will do this, or if they will not, is that their voices would harmonize so beautifully together.
Сен жыр әнісің, бақытымның торағасың, өмірімнің шарағасың, жаным. Айдан ару күннен көркем, қандай сұлу менің еркем, бақыт таңы көтеді ерте. Шақырады арман, самал, желкен. асығамын саған басқан сайын қадам қымбатсың сен маған көлерген атқан таңым сен жастық шағымда сен тапқан бағымда сен жаным жүрегімнің сен жыр әнісің бақытымның торағысың өмірімнің шырағысың жаным айдан ару күннен көркем қандай сұлу менің еркем бақыт таңы көтеді ертең шақырады арман самал желкен жүрегімнің сен жыр әнісің бақытымның торағысың өмірімнің шырағысың жаным айдан ару күннен көркем қандай сұлу менің еркем бақыттың.
This arrangement is really incredible. Absolutely beautiful. We had this such a sweet cinematic suite. And it was rising and falling so gently, and the communication between Nurzhas and the orchestra, between vocals and the music, was so delicate. How you could just have one violin sustaining and then everything sort of just rises up to join it, and it just building up and dropping down. The dynamics of this arrangement are stunning, but then when it dropped, we heard the distortion of an electric guitar, the bit of feedback coming in, and then the drums kicking in, and you bring a band element, a little key change, a modulation, and bring it up to the next level, and then kick in with some distorted guitar and a beat, and then he just really took off there. Very well thought through, but I'm really enjoying the drama of this.
Hey, very quick pause. If you want me to react to your favourite track, you can request it over my Buy Me a Coffee. You can catch me on Twitch at least 3 times a week. For exclusive live full album deep dives and stream replays, you can join my Patreon starting from £1 a month. And don't forget to subscribe here for new videos every single day. Let's get back to it.
And for me, like listening to songs, I checked to see if there were subtitles, but there weren't. But it's never really a bother to me. I really just enjoy listening to the tone, the vibrato, the performance, and more than anything else, the emotion that's put into it. I feel that music is a universal language, you know, and it's the music that I'm listening to specifically to get a feel for what it's kind of about, what's it trying to make me feel, rather than taking verbatim what the lyrics are telling me. How does the music make me feel? Take the lyrics away, take the understanding away, and it's kind of laid bare, and you can interpret it as you will, and I really enjoy that process myself.
Samal
Beautiful. Amazing performance. And again, like I said earlier, I believe his voice and Dimash's voice would go very, very well together. So I don't know if there's anything out there of them performing together, but I'd really love to see it. Performing together vocally, that is. And I love how Dimash is so happy to kind of sit back and not take the lead role each time. He's very happy to be an accompanying performer on stage, which I think is rare for somebody of his vocal talent and vocal skill. I think people would kind of expect it of him to be front and centre all the time, and I really appreciate and respect that he doesn't always kind of choose that path, and he's very happy to support other musicians, not just like behind the scenes but on the stage. It really, really says a lot about him and his character as a person and a musician. So yeah, this was Dimash and Nurzhas performing Samal. Beautiful voice he has, and yeah, I hope to hear more from him in the future. Absolutely lovely. If you enjoy my reactions, guys, do hit subscribe, and as always, peace and love.